This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories.
And welcome to my recap and review of Maul's Return. This is the season 4 finale of Clone Wars, where obviously Darth Maul returns from the dead and tries to get his revenge on Obi-Wan Kenobi. I believe the episodes were titled Brothers and Revenge. And really do enjoy these episodes, so let's go straight into it. Count Dooku comments on how Savage Opress is a great threat to the galaxy and a potential threat to his plans to General Grievous. Meanwhile, Savage causes a massive scene in a Coruscant diner. Still on the quest to find his missing brother, he is quickly drawn to a ship after a shipment delivered by it is sending off the talisman that he was given by Mother Talzin. He then interrogates the pilot, who reveals he was at the planet named Lothal Minor, and Savage demands for him to take him there. At the diner, Anakin and Ahsoka arrive to see the chaos that Savage left behind. They are reassured that this is a very common thing in Coruscant's underworld, and the head chef offers for them to have a free meal, which relieves Anakin and Ahsoka, since they did come to eat something besides military rations. But Anakin does sense a dark disturbance in the forest. Once Savage reaches Lothal Minor, he murders the pilot and takes the ship in himself. Savage quickly meets an alien named Morley, and he claims to know where another being like Savage lives and leads him there. Savage follows him, fighting through many locals, but quickly realizes this is a trap after Morley leads him somewhere and drops the floor under him. Savage begins to look through the tunnels, believing that he may have found his brother, and quickly finds an insane Zabrak with metal spider-like legs who is going around ranting about stuff. Savage goes after him, quickly realizing this is his brother, who goes on insane rants about the Jedi and how he needs revenge on them. Savage is furious when Morley returns and kills him. He then begins to lead his brother to the ship so he could take him to Dathomir for Mother Talzin to try and repair his mind. And on Coruscant, Yoda senses a disturbance in the Force. He tells Obi-Wan of this and believes that Darth Maul has returned. Obi-Wan is in shock, believing that he killed the Sith Lord on Naboo shortly after he killed his master Qui-Gon Jinn. Arriving on Dathomir, Savage is shocked to see the remnants of the battle with the droid army, and Mother Talzin quickly explains what happened to him. She then uses her magic to be able to draw Maul into the Night Sisters compound and begins to use sorcery to help repair Maul's mind and give him a more normal pair of legs. With his mind restored, Savage returns the remains of Maul's old lightsaber to him, and after this, Maul declares he wants to have revenge on Obi-Wan Kenobi, the man who cut him in half and sent him to be the insane creature he once was. Savage agrees to help his brother, and they go and begin to massacre a village, sending a message to Obi-Wan to come alone. Obi-Wan agrees to this, although both Yoda and Mace Windu are hesitant. Obi-Wan said that he's defeated him before and should be able to do it again. After leaving, Mace still has his doubts, but Yoda thinks that Obi-Wan might find an unexpected ally, which turns out to be true as around the same time Ventress decides to take a bounty on her former weapon, Savage Press. Obi-Wan manages to reach the village, which is now in flames, and is ambushed by both Maul and Savage. Not being able to hold off both, Obi-Wan is quickly taken down, and wanting to savor his victory, Maul decides to take him alive. Managing to track down Savage, Ventress is right behind and manages to board the ship before the former Sith Lord can escape. Ventress manages to interrupt Maul's revenge and goes to Obi-Wan to assist him. The two begin to fight off Maul and Savage. Initially, Obi-Wan has to borrow one of Ventress's lightsabers, but is eventually able to get his own back, and Maul and Savage prove to be just a little too powerful, and they are forced to retreat, making it to an escape pod. They manage to launch out before Maul and Savage could reach them. Although they have escaped, Maul still wants revenge, knowing the Jedi are going to be hunting for them now. He tells Savage that he does have plans to deal with them. And yeah, honestly, I really do love this series of episodes. And I was kind of surprised to learn that the episode that follows this, which I believe is named Revival, which is the one with Hondo Ohnaka, was not intended to be set after this. I actually thought that the one with the younglings would be set before it, and this felt like just a natural continuation of it, but it actually isn't. There's a few arcs to take place in between, and that will be the one that finishes up year two, actually. There is three more, I think three or two more arcs that take place in between them. But still, I really do enjoy this episode. It's honestly one of my favorites, and it was just such a interesting thing to do to return Maul, and this could have turned out really bad, but they did it really well. It was interesting to see the character Maul return from the dead, and it just made him into such a better character, since he was a one-off villain from the Phantom Menace that really found his place in the Clone Wars and later in Rebels, where he had his final death, but I think I'll eventually get there. But for now, I just really do enjoy this. It set up a great storyline for Maul's return, and really was just extremely interesting. I really did enjoy this arc, and let's go into my ranking. I give this arc a ranking of 98.6, and that puts it into what is currently third place. It will be pushed down a little bit from third place. It'll definitely stay in the top 10, probably be moved out of the top 5, but it'll probably stay there for a while since I know it will probably be. I can't think of all the arcs right now and exactly how I'm going to rank them, but I could see it being in fifth place at the highest at the end, but I think it could be moved around a little bit depending really on just how I think of it when I get to those points because well, I kind of have it at the back of my head, I never really think about truly how I'd rank it compared to the other episodes until I really get to that episode specifically. And once I do get there, I just go and think on it. Sometimes it's quick, like this one. I knew it was going to be towards the top. I looked at them, and I knew I wouldn't enjoy it as much as Umbara, but I enjoyed it more than Obi-Wan Undercover. So I put it in between there, knowing I wanted a little bit of room either way. I gave it the point of 98.6, which puts enough over Obi-Wan Undercover to give it some room, but it's definitely not as amazing as the Umbara arc. But that's just kind of my thought process. Don't know if I've ever went through it before, but I just wanted to put it here. But yeah, honestly, I still enjoyed this arc. I think they did such a great job with Maul's return, and it really is one of the best decisions made in the Clone Wars. But honestly, I want to know what you think. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories.
Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.